You have a mangosteen. I don't know if you've ever heard of the mangosteen.
Never tried one, but I know they're popular in Asia, aren't they?
Exactly. Mangosteen's another one that you sell for $40 or $50.
Yeah.
And you know, for a jar. They actually taste good though. Raw off a tree, it's kind of like it's a little small fruit, and then you cut it open, and it's in like white sections. And you eat the sections, and it tastes fantastic. It's very creamy. It's kind of like a yogurty taste. And it's supposed to be really, really high in mineral uptake.
Because you can get dried mangosteen, and there's I think there's juice you can get now as well.
Yeah, it's a fantastic fruit. Can't wait. I mean, we've probably got 6 or 7 of them on the farm, and this particular plant will probably take 3 or 4 years to produce fruit.
How many will it yield when it's grown?
Thousands.
Really?
These
Just
trees,
one tree will?
These trees, yeah. These trees that you see here, I mean, ridiculous how much fruit that they'll produce. Just one tree.
You're going to need like a fruit.
We're going to need people
hut.
to help harvest when you know, in the next 3 or 4 years when all these start rolling.
How exciting.
Let's go to the next one. Another really. Here's a younger durian, by the way. And I know this one has a sign on it.
Yeah.
And it's very, very healthy. And like, you know, again, we already talked about it, but it's going to take a number of years to grow.
Everything here just has like a luminosity and a glow about it, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's just amazing.
Especially right now, we're right here at sunset. It just rained a little bit. You can see all the beautiful blue sky. Yeah, I mean, it's really actually a beautiful time right now on the farm.
Yeah.
It's kind of just, it's very serene. We haven't talked too much about the infamous mango tree, and we have many, many of them.
Really? Wow.
And here is... Here is the Nispero.
Oh, never heard of this.
Yeah, it's a Nispero mango. And it is it's a kind of mango, and it's just very sweet. It's a little bit smaller. It's really fantastic. Really great fruit. Again, this is going to take probably 3 or 4 years to produce.
So you don't need to spray anything on this stuff at all?
That's a good question. This is a completely 100% organic farm.
Wow.
And at this point in time, we've had great results. We haven't had to spray. We haven't had to use organic anything.
Yep.
We haven't had many, you know, maybe something dies, but it's very few and far between. Right now, the consciousness, a lot of the love. And,
it's keeping the bad things at bay.
Yep. And it's, you know, no problem.
Cool.
And it's completely all good right now.
Wow.
So far, so good. Let's knock on wood with that.
Yeah. So it's such an inexpensive way to grow food, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how much you can save.
Yep. That's for sure. Real quick here, I just want to address just some herbs and stuff like that. Here's the bananas we were talking about. Now, here's the banana stalk. In 4 or 5 months, this is going to produce a racine of bananas. You slice, you cut this right here with a machete. 6 months later, whoop,
wow.
It grows another one. That's what bananas do. It's not like a fruit where it produces a seed. A banana's a grass.
Yep.
Or an herb.
Yeah.
So it produces food in the form of bananas. You eat it. But after you cut the raceme, they call it a raceme of bananas or a stalk of bananas, like you saw at the banana hut. You cut it, and then 6 months later it grows back again. You
wonder how many people have banana trees and just remove the bananas and think, what's happening? Is it growing? Right. Because they don't know to cut it off.
Yeah, exactly. Or a lot of times people will cut just the raceme, the stalk, and they're like, oh, that banana tree will not produce another set of bananas unless you cut it down.
That's amazing.
Completely. I want to show you another, one of my favorites. A lot of people talk about wheatgrass, right? You've heard about wheatgrass, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, wheatgrass doesn't grow well down here. And I got to be honest with you, it molds a lot down here in the tropics. I really haven't had great success with it. What I have had great success with, lemongrass.
Yeah, I tried some the other day. It's amazing.
Yeah, so this is lemongrass, and it just, I mean, you take it from the bottom of the stalk, you juice it, and it is just as good.
So you could juice that?
Absolutely. So try it while you're here.
Yeah.
This is just as good and has a similar, almost exact mineral and nutrient enzyme profile as wheatgrass.
Oh, wow.
And guess what? It tastes a hell of a lot better. Wheatgrass is fucking nasty.
Isn't it? You may as well go and eat your grass clippings.
I don't like it. I never liked it. This you can tolerate it.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong lemongrass, but it's got a good taste. And it's great for your breath. You feel good. It's very cleansing, very energizing. It's got lots of chlorophyll. I mean, look at even Caesar's eating it right now. You know, the dogs actually will eat it. They're drawn to it. See that?
Yeah.
Well, you're smelling it anyway. But they're drawn to it. They will eat it if they're not feeling well.
Yep.
And so you know, if the dogs start eating it, you know it's kind of a medicinal herb.
That's right.
All right, let's go out to the macadamia nut trees. I just planted this this little fruit garden in here.
Wow.
And there's all like these exotic tropicals that are not native to here. Like they're just like really cool, like the plum mango.
Plum mango,
You know,
wow.
it's a completely different kind of mango tree that's that I just again found online. I started it from seed, and it has a completely different taste. Another tropical fruit tree, olasapo. You know, it tastes a little bit similar to like a blackberry. It's really, really good. And then here you've got two. Another olasapo. You've got two macadamia nut trees right here.
Wow.
Here's a macadamia nut. And then over here is where we got the nice little pretty sign. Macadamia nut. Macadamia nut tastes so good, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're not in season right now, but there's, come June and July, there's some macadamia nuts in San Jose. And they sell them, and we buy them by the bags, by like the 10-pound bags. And so for our like July retreats, they're going to be Caesar likes sticks. Hey, buddy. So this macadamia nut tree. Now I just planted these, and here's my challenge, and I love these challenges too. I've been told that at this elevation, macadamia nut trees don't grow. They don't really like it. So I'm going to give this tree as much love and as much fertilizer as I can, and we'll see. Right now, they look fine. They haven't died yet, and they've been in the ground now for about 6 months.
You could put a sign on it saying, "We love you, please grow for us."
I think that's great. That's Gimoto right there, right?
Yeah.
So we should, because I do love this guy, you know. Whenever I have time, you know, I go and touch it. You know, you tell it you love it. Hello, how you doing? What can I do for you? You know, we do as much as we can for them, that's for sure. And I think they're going to make it, and they're going to produce these wonderful, wonderful macadamia nuts.
It's looking good already. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, what a cool view from here too.
Yeah, I know. That is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is sort of the back half of our farm.
Wow.
I don't know if you just heard that, but cicadas just started.
Yep.
And they are just moving. All right, let's go up here a bit, and I'm going to show you some of our first producing mangoes.
Let me just... There we go.
We haven't spent a lot of time talking about, we talk about all these cool fruits, right? We haven't spent too much time talking about flowering trees. And I don't know if any of you ever heard of the Ylang Ylang trees, but the main ingredient in Chanel No. 5 is Ylang Ylang.
Oh, really? I never knew that. I thought it was piss.
And if you give this a smell... Anna, you smell this for me and tell me that doesn't put you in ecstasy. Yeah,
Lisa made me some the other day with water.
Yep.
And it was incredible.
Yeah, you can take these flowers, put it in water, and water's a carrier of information. So after just a few hours, it'll pick up the information in this flower, and then you can drink the taste of it through water.
Wow.
And or the smell of it through water. And this thing, wow. And then when the wind's blowing right, it just kind of walks right into the restaurant, because we're really close to the restaurant. And that's why one of our cabins is called Ylang Ylang, because we have 3 of these Ylang Ylangs that are right by the cabin over there. So this is just a truly amazing, amazing flowering tree. Over here, we have another sugarcane.
Oh, I recognize that.
So this is another herb or grass that grows very, very quickly. We use it here, we mulch it, and we use it for a fertilizer around the trees. It's really, really good for that. And we also use it to eat. And you know, you take a machete and you kind of chop it down at the bottom, and you just trim it down, and then people just kind of suck on the stalk, and they chew it, and they spit the fiber out. And it is really, really good for the teeth. High in minerals, high in enzymes, and actually, believe it or not, if you juice sugarcane, it turns green. So it actually has a
really?
really high chlorophyll profile.
Oh, I never knew that.
You never would have guessed that. I never
No.
would have guessed that. But it has a super high chlorophyll profile.
Wow.
So and it tastes. God, it just tastes.
It'd be good in a juice. It would make it really good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant juice.
I've
It
got to
really
try
is.
that.
And they have fancy machines where they crush it up, and you can make it into juice. And we're actually going to get that machine here in the next couple of months. And now, if you turn around, we have our first
Mango.
few mangoes.
Oh, they're so cute.
We have our first few Tommy mangoes. This is the Tommy mango.
Yep.
And we have a bunch of them, examples of them in the restaurant right now. And these will probably take maybe a month or two to be ready. And they're so sweet and so good.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. Here we've got an orange tree right here. Should be producing very soon. Gotta watch out for the orange trees because they're thorny.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And Anna, I know you have eaten this famous fruit because it's in season right now. Ours aren't ripe yet.
Oh,
But
Biriba.
this is the infamous Biriba tree.
Oh man, I love this.
And for many of you
much.
in North America and in England, cherimoya. It's in the cousin of the cherimoya family. If any of you had a cherimoya before, it tastes very, very good. This, though, the Biriba, it's probably one of my favorite fruits. It tastes like a lemon meringue pie.
Does.
No lie, Anna, is that not true?
Oh, ridiculously true. It's
so
unbelievable.
It tastes just like a lemon. You've got one, you've got two, you've got three of them on this particular tree.
Wow. But it all obviously will grow more than that, won't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep. In the future, when that tree matures, that's going to get very big, and it's going to produce maybe 30 to 50, 60 fruits a year.
Wow.
Each one. There's another one right there, and then we have another one at the front of the farm. Let's check out some cashew trees.
Cool. Yeah, they make the most beautiful flowers, don't they, cashews?
They do. They do. It's actually quite a pretty tree, I think. This right here, I don't know if you can get a close-up on. I know it's getting a little bit dark, but this is the Malba, and it's a flower. And when guests come down this road going to the restaurant, in the mornings they open and blossom, and they're really pretty. It's just a bunch of pink flowers. Yeah, it's gorgeous. This is actually, this is a Queen of the Night flower.
Oh, cool.
And it's just this beautiful purple flower. As you can see, it's like this fluorescent, it just pops out at you.
Yeah.
Really amazing. This is called a paba. It's got this beautiful pink flower. So as you can see, I know I've been focusing a lot on fruits, but we actually have a lot of different colors here too. This is a lipstick palm. It's a young lipstick palm. So when it grows up, it'll have that red bottom. Very pretty palm tree. Beautiful tree, and this tree very, very soon will start to produce the cashew tree.
And a lot of cashews.
Hundreds.
From the size of it.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, yes. So very soon that's going to produce the cashew fruit. Again, the cashew fruit, it's a fruit, not a nut. I really firmly believe that because I've seen it so much here, and I'm not really sure. I'd have to actually be at the manufacturing place to see them processing it and then say, okay, fine, this is raw.
Yeah.
Because the way I've seen it down here in the tropics, you eat it as a fruit. And the nut is something that you put back into the ground and it grows another cashew tree. It's not edible. It's not the edible part, and it has to be processed in order to make it edible.
Wow.
So, I don't know. It's up for the viewers to decide. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it there. Wow.
Yeah, here's our avocado
That's
tree.
covered in avocados.
As you can see, it's covered in avocados, and this is, if you can see, we've got we throw, because this is our house right here.
Yep.
And so we throw all this refuse and stuff like that down into the tree. And I think that love, just throwing all this this extra stuff, I think this tree has just kind of gifted us with tons and tons of avocados this season. And so soon we're going to be picking them.
Wow.